Jack is one of those people who's comfortable in both Pākehā and Māori worlds. At the beginning of his life in New Zealand, Jack worked as a rural teacher and headmaster. And other roles in his swashbuckling life have included working on building dams and tunnels, working in a bank, working his way around the Pacific on a Union steamship vessel, before then settling down to a career in fire accident and marine insurance. After retiring at age 59 and before the university studies began, he started up a Pacific Islands company based in Suva, and then returned to New Zealand to become an advisor to unions and to work as a commercial historian and contract writer. What a rich life so far. A variety of his experiences have been woven into the poems that comprise Echoes from the Bones. Poems have a way of telling a story by creating pictures and drawing out emotions for the reader to either relate to or react against. Poetry can stir the full range of emotions. Poetry can make us laugh, be angry, or to cry. And whether it is with subtle choice of words or with strident language, the poet can provide a window into the soul, forcing both individuals and communities to reflect on what they themselves hold to be true. The fact that there are countries where governing regimes are known to censor and sometimes imprison poets and other writers for their work reminds us of the power of words. During last year, Susan and I had the privilege of leading New Zealand Incorporated, the group that represented our country at the Anzac Day commemorations at Gallipoli, visiting places such as Anzac Cove, Chonic Bair, and the many cemeteries where dead are buried, reminded us, or reminded me, of the work of a number of poets of that time, who by describing in vivid language the reality of life in the trenches, played a major role in the reassessment of war as a glorious enterprise. For poets to achieve an end such as this is all the more remarkable when one considers that they have at their disposal a relatively minimal palette of colours when compared with what may be available to a novelist. But the concise use of choice words means that poetry is something we can carry with us always, reminding us of special times and occasions. We can memorise and contemplate and relate to a poem in a way that is just not possible for the novel. As one other reader, I want to congratulate you, Jack Duggan, for your work in writing this book of poetry, and Steele Roberts Publishers, Robert, for publishing it. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to come to the launching. And it's an awkward notion, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? There's no slipway, there's no bottle of champagne, but what I'm going to do is to ask you, Jack, to come and stand alongside me. And with the copy of the book that I've brought, the crisp one that didn't fall in the bag, may I, in everyone's sight and presence, cut the ribbon, hand you a copy of it, and ask you all to join in suitably sustained applause. Note of congratulation, I'm going to close, and in our country's first language, offering everyone present this afternoon greetings and wishing everyone good health and fortitude in your endeavours. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, kia ora, Kia kaha, tēnā koutou katoa.
Kia ora.